We're about to begin user testing for the product I designed for Stonecutters Coffee. It relates the tasks of an employee as well as possible suggestions that they can make to customers in the primary computer screen interface out in the main shop. This is related, these tasks and these suggestions, to the movement of material products through different stages of their life cycle as they go through the shop. And so certain foods might be frozen, refrigerated, or in a fresh and service section. Coffee is either in dry storage in the roast store or in service grinding type stage. And so tasks as well as what should be sold is going to relate to the time of day as well as where particular materials are within any stage of their life and the quantity for a particular stage. And so the testing will involve a basic movement of quantities to different stages of one particular material, which would be a task primarily done by the office manager. The other test will be basic task completion, interface usability, and then interface usability of suggested sale. And in order to accomplish this, the user would sit where I'm sitting. I'm going to play Wizard of Oz off to the side, and I have, in addition to the screens placed within each interface and different colored tabs to navigate through, there are a series of interactive elements that will act as subtask or allow me to complete subtask for each one. And then there's also, at the moment, empty elements in case something needs to be changed last minute or I need to improv. And with that, we await our users. Well, before we begin the test, I need to ask a few basic questions. What's your age?
25.
5. What's your current occupation?
Server.
And how long have you done this type of work?
5 years.
And on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the most, 1 being the least, how comfortable are you with touchscreen technology?
4.
4. Have you ever been responsible for product ordering in a business type situation?
Yes.
Alright. For the first test, we're going to evaluate the movement of food items or materials through the stages of storage that they'd normally go through. Alright. Well, thank you very much. Do you have any initial opinions on the system, having experience in the field?
Honestly, fairly self-explanatory. I mean, most of what you would look for is exactly where you think it would be, which is definitely key. I've worked on systems that were very organized and others that have been around for a while that you can tell have just had more and more piled on top of them. So, I mean, honestly, I believe it could use some refining, but that would come in time, along the way. But with just the interface that you have laid before me with the stock and entering the order, I feel like it really would be easy to navigate to exactly where you want to go if you know exactly what it is you need, per se, not looking for a croissant in a lunch or dinner area. But other than that, I don't see any glaring problems with it. Just on an overview of it, I mean, it seems like I've pretty well gotten all the answers right the first time, so.
All right.
I would say.
Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. All right. Hello. Thank you for taking the time to participate in this user study. At this moment, I'd like to emphasize that in the following test, we're testing the functionality of the design and not your performance of task completion, so try to not feel self-conscious and just give honest feedback. Before we begin, can I ask you a few background questions?
Yes.
What's your current age?
24.
24. And then what's your current occupation?
Server.
How long have you done that type of work?
Altogether, I'd say about 4 years.
Take a moment of your time and ask your basic opinion of the system in terms of tasks, suggested management, or the suggested cell.
Seems pretty simple. Does the suggested item come up on its own?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
I mean, would you have this right in front of the customer?
No, the customer wouldn't be able to see it. It would be as if you were standing at a coffee shop and I were punching in orders like this, and you were over there and you couldn't see it. Okay. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.